Good afternoon, everyone. It's 3:58 p.m. here in the Pacific Northwest in Washington, and it is a very rainy day today. I can tell you wherever you're at, I hope it is more beautiful than here, and I hope you're able to get outside and enjoy it a little bit more than I've been able to today. We're going to be going over Ramza and CID today, and if any of you guys were lucky enough to get them in their polls, or if any of you guys are able to be lucky enough to get them in the coming free 10 polls that you're going to be getting over the next couple of days, this video is going to be one that's going to help you plan and figure out whether you still have time to invest and optimize in them so that you don't end up in a situation where they're useless and just absorbing resources, and you're going to be able to at least know whether to take action or not. So first, we just have to understand that Ramza takes 600 limit break shards to fully awaken, and in order to be useful in what you might call the end game, he needs to be level 79, which means he needs to have at least his third limit break awakened, which means if you are a free-to-play or a minnow or a dolphin, the minimum amount of Ramza shards you're going to need is 240. It's good for you guys, though, because there is 160 free shards that's given to us. So no matter what, you are going to need to buy at least 80 shards of Ramza if you're a free-to-play player, which you should be expected to spend 4,000 Visior. And that's just a flat what you would have to pay in order to get him to be viable. Now, 4,000 Visior, you should be able to save up that amount. If I were you guys, I would be saving your Visior just a little bit in case you do pull Ramza towards the end of the banner. There's also a possibility we will get more opportunities for Ramza shards as the event goes on. This is global, it's not JP. But this is going off the current information we have right now. Now, if you are looking to spend and maximize Ramza to his absolute max, here's kind of what you can expect for that cost to be. So you're going to get the 160 free shards, and that's just going to be from logging in, doing all of the events, and doing all of that. If you spend 6,000 Visior, you're going to be able to get 280 shards. If you spend 6,000 regular and 6,000 paid Visior, you can get 400 shards. And if you cover the rest of that, you're going to have to buy 200 shards from the shop. So that's going to be upwards of 20 different instances of Ramza shards from the Shard Keeper, plus the 2 elemental days that Ramza is going to be featured in the shop. And you're going to have to spend about 10,000 Visior. So if you're looking to max Ramza out completely, kind of the minimum is going to be 16,000 Visior, 6,000 paid Visior. If you don't have the paid Visior, then what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to refresh that shop even more, which costs Visior in its own right. And I think if you're at that level, you're probably going to be going for the paid 6,000 Visior shards anyway. Now, where you can get the Ramza shards, you can get 120 of them from the 6,000 Visior in the FFT collaboration shop. You can get 5,000, or you can get Ramza actually himself from the 5,000 paid Visior bundle. So one of the costs that I don't have here is actually getting Ramza. I'm kind of going off the theory that most of you guys just randomly pulled him, but add 5,000 paid Visior if you do want to officially buy Ramza and sort of lock him in for yourself, right? The Ramza training packs are 40 shards each for 2,000 paid Visiors. There's some other good stuff in there. The FFT medal shop has 80 shards at 250 medals each for a total of 20,000 medals in order to unlock everything. You get 40 of his shards from Bingo, and you get 40 of his shards from the login rewards. So overall, free to play, if you do pull Ramza on any of your 10 pulls coming up this week, I would say it's actually pretty viable if you at least save up a little bit of your Visior to be able to invest in Ramza and make him useful down the line. Even if you pull a Ramza on accident or something like that, I would even consider going in and just spending the 4,000 shards so that one day you can level him up and use him, especially when you consider we have Tower coming in the future. You're going to need all the units possible out there, and he's going to be a good one for that. Now, probably what more of you guys have been waiting for is Thunder God CID, and you're going to see a lot of numbers out there, like 50,000 Visior is what you need for him, and I think for a lot of us, we're either planning on pulling him on the 10 free pull banners, or we've already pulled him. So if you already have CID, you need to know that his shards are much rarer than Ramza's, and you are going to have to pay out a little bit more to get them. So if you are free to play, you need to get those 240 shards for LB3. There are 100 free SID shards, so that means you need to buy 140 SID shards in order to wake them to LB3, which the cost comes to around 7,000 Visior. So if you're hoping and praying every day right now that you're going to get SID, I would just save your Visior right now. Just keep saving in case you need to dive in and spend your Visior in order to get the 120 medals from the Visior shop on like the last day. That's what I would do if I were you guys right now. If you're in the free-to-play market, if you are holding SID, like if you just pulled SID yesterday and you have no Visior right now, I would start saving up. You never know how much Visior we're going to get in the span of 2 weeks. I would start optimizing. I would start looking at it. If you need to spend $3, you might need to spend $3, but do the math, hold out, and just focus on building it so that you can eventually use that LB3 SID. Now, if you're a whale, the full breakdown is a little bit different. If you go by the general math, which I've seen on different forums, they're going to give the estimated cost of getting a SID at 30,000 Visior. Now, if you're someone who isn't chasing SID, but you happen to accidentally get him and you want to max him out, the actual cost of maxing out a SID, if you've just pulled a SID, is about 25,000 Visior. And I get that cost from the 100 free that you get, so you're going to need 500 shards. 500 shards times 500, because you have to do 500 Visior for 10 shards, right? Is going to get you 25,000 Visior. And I believe that should actually read 50 times 500. Just a little typo for you guys, nothing new, right? So if you did pull a SID and you want to max him out, you're going to need 25k Visior. If you're a free-to-play player and you pulled SID, you're going to need 7,000 Visior to get him to that limit break 3 to make him viable. Now, the location you can go to get the SID shards are going to be the FFT collaboration shop. You can get 120 there for 6,000 Visior. The FFT metal shop is 80 shards, 250 medals each for a total of 20k medals. The shop is going to have 10 times shards for 500 Visior and 5 times shard for 250 Visior. And the EX quest, not yet released, actually gives us a free 20 shards as well. And that was in the JP version. I'm sure it's going to be the same in the global version. Everything's pretty much been the same, except for the guaranteed step up banner that the global apparently didn't get. But we got 10 free summons, so I don't know. Tough to say there on which one is better. All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you found this information valuable, especially those of you who might be chasing these units or might have accidentally pulled one and you're just like, what the hell do I do now? Like, should I chase the time limited? And I would say you should probably chase it if you did pull it, because I think it is something you can do reasonably well and it's not going to cost a lot to LB3 and max out. And let's be honest, who doesn't want to use Ramza and Thunder God Sid, right? All right, you guys, have a good rest of your afternoon. Love to hear from the comments section on you guys, and I just love hearing from you guys in general. Make sure you stop by our Discord, join Team Tonberry or Team Gil Snapper. Come hang out with us. We do stream tonight from 7:30 to 11:30 p.m., and that's almost every night, so I'm looking forward to seeing you guys there. Have a good one.